This is my opinion piece on why school should start later. Everything is quiet and still. You are snuggled up in your toasty warm covers when all of a sudden, beep, beep, your alarm clock goes off. You open your droopy eyes just long enough to turn the alarm clock off and then fall asleep again. The physical clock in your bedroom has beeped, but your internal clock, according to child development, has not gone off yet. School should start later for this reason and many others. 1, it can improve students' mood, attitude, and can decrease the chance of harmful accidents. No sleep can also have an effect on your melatonin levels. Unfortunately, as adolescents get older, school often starts earlier, making schoolwork and other activities much more difficult. For example, College View Elementary starts at 8:45 a.m., Kern Middle School starts at 7:55 a.m., and Abraham Lincoln High School starts at 7:50 a.m. One study held by Dr. Mary Koskinen of Brown University found that more mature adolescents had a later circadian rhythm based on saliva samples. This means that older children have a hard time falling asleep at earlier times. It is normal for adolescents not to sleep until 11 p.m. or later. This causes a struggle between children and their normal wake-up times. Many students that don't get at least 9 1/4 hours of sleep each night usually have inappropriate behavior towards parents and teachers. No sleep can also increase an addiction to alcohol, but this usually only happens to older adolescents. If a younger adolescent feels tired or droopy, they may turn to caffeine or pop to help them re-energize. On top of these problems, grades usually start to drop big time. Adolescents' concentration levels go down, making it harder to answer questions in school. A study at Stanford Summer Camp, a summer sleep camp, proved that children ages 10 to 12 have a difficult time falling asleep at early times. Stanford took in many children and reviewed their sleeping patterns. All of them got at least 9 1/4 hours of sleep, but the older and more mature adolescents had a harder time waking up in the mornings. Another study done by Judy Owens had a school increase their start time by 30 minutes. The students that came to school that day optimistically changed in mood and concentration. Lack of sleep can eventually start affecting other activities outside of school, like sports. Low concentration levels caused by lack of sleep can give you headaches and bad vision. Usually, adolescents are more alert and energized at 9 a.m., so it doesn't make any sense to have an earlier school start time as children get older. An equally important effect caused by no sleep would be changes in melatonin. Melatonin is involved in regulating the sleeping and waking patterns, says Christian Northvist, a member of Medical News Today. The circadian timing system, which is an adolescent's internal clock, can be reset if the child is exposed to light. Every child has a different circadian rhythm, so if that child is exposed to light while in the sleeping stage, their circadian rhythm will start over, making it harder to wake up in the morning. Melatonin is very valuable to your sleeping pattern, so when it is disrupted, your own sleeping patterns will change as well. If an adolescent's sleeping pattern is affected in the wrong way, this will again affect how easy it is to wake up. A good example of a problem that we face today is tardiness. Many people and school officials get upset because students are late and tardy to class so much. This would improve tremendously if school boards of different locations increase school times by about an hour. According to the Michigan study, attendance at many Minneapolis schools increased and improved a lot, and a rare amount of students were tardy. In addition, some people feel that if school times were decreased, students would just stay up later. Actually, an extra hour to get ready for the day lowers the stress level of students, and they feel less rushed to get things done. Another argument that people had against increasing school start times was that there would be a little time for after-school activities. What these people don't realize is that activities usually start around 4 p.m., so it wouldn't make a difference if school if school start times increased. Furthermore, sleep is so important for everyone. It can help you in a variety of different ways, such as the ones that I have listed, along with many more. Students from all around the world deserve a happy, healthy life, along with a good education. We can make this possible by none other than increasing school start times everywhere.